it's your boy No Lift Jones. Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a special video for you guys. Well, not really special. It is just mainly the Mustang is going underneath the knife. I'm not sure if you can see. It's already on jack stands in the front. I did some work already to the back, new wheels, a new wheel setup. It is a 15 by 7.5 lightweight drag wheel. Bolt patterns 5 by 114.3, and the back space is what is it, 6.5? So I have a lot of space left over. The offset is 20. These are not the tires that I wanted, but these are the only tires I could get my hands on. These are 265 50 R15s. And so basically, I went a little wider on the tire from what I had before. Actually, the width of the tire that I had before was these 235s 50 R18s, right? And they were just not doing it for me. You know, they were stock size, if you will. And it was something that I wanted to get away from because it just didn't look right on the car. Honestly, from this position, it looks pretty good. It looks a little wider underneath there. The main tires I wanted were 275s, so 10 millimeters more. And the sidewall, I wanted to be 60 instead of 50. So it would have filled the wheel well a little bit better than these tires. But not to worry, I will get those sooner or later. The main thing was I needed to change tires because going back to these tires, I had little to no tread, and trust me, this is the better looking tire. This is the front tire, if I'm not mistaken. The back tires were like even worse, and like one of the front tires actually had some steel belt showing. So with that being said, I had to change up the tires, and so I kind of did like a multitude of things. I changed the tires, and then while I had the wheels off, I was like, might as well get some rears. I wanted to get a matching set for the front, but I couldn't because it's too much money, honestly, to be honest with you. It surpassed the budget, if you will. And so I kind of had to just stick with just the rears, and then I'm going back with the same fronts that I had on the car before. These are 2015 Mustang rims. These came off the GT from 2015 or 2014, 18 by 8s with let me take a look at the specs here. 18 by 8s, and these are plus 40 offset, you know, really stock, you know, as you can see, the scraping around. And then on top of that, just throughout 2015 to now, there's been some issues with the car. One time the suspension collapsed, and that kind of just really messed up the rim. No worries, that was a long time ago. I fixed it myself too. And speaking of which, that's also what we're gonna be working on today. We're gonna be working on the front suspension. It's not a coilover swap, it's more of like a conversion, if you will. I'm using the same stock shocks, and then what you do is you slide the sleeve over it, and then you slide the mounting base for the coil, and it turns it into like a coilover almost. It looks just like it, you know, but it's not a legit coilover. It'll still keep the ride quality. It won't be like too performance-y, you know. It'll be decent. I just got my rotors turned, and I'm putting on new brake pads. Always do that whenever you're changing your brake pads. Get your rotors turned, or just throw out the old rotors and get new rotors. For me, I didn't want to go buy new ones because these are pretty new rotors, and I just been getting them turned, and I still have some life in them. Shout out to New Jersey Auto Parts. Really come in clutch, really cheap for what they did. And so with that being said, also I'm changing out the A-arms because why not, you know. I have the whole K-member, you know. I have the arms, the bushings, K-member. I have all of that for the front, but I mean, I can't change the K-member just yet, mainly because I don't have the engine stuff done up yet for the engine swap, the LS swap. That'll be coming to the channel soon. Stay tuned to that. So with that being said, I think I covered everything that I'm going to be doing today. then we'll jump right on in. Stay tuned. So as I'm getting to the point where I want to take off the arm, right, I want to crack loose the bolts first before I go any further. I came across the craziest thing, right? Now I haven't touched this side of the wheel hub assembly. I'm just about to put this on to see if this socket could fit on this nut, and little do I know, it's already loose. So that tells me I've been driving around on basically some loose suspension. That explains a lot as to why my tires were having some serious wear. So you guys should always check for that as well. Don't just start loosening stuff up with the breaker bar. Just go through, start feeling out things. That's the reason why you're having some wear issues, why you're just making noise. With that being said, I'm going to, when I put it back together, I'm gonna put some Loctite on that, so I know for sure that ain't gonna come on out. Oh, also, I wanna put it out there, this video of me actually doing, like actively taking apart certain things and whatnot, I ain't gonna put y'all through that. I ain't gonna torture y'all. Nah, I'm gonna just show you the before, after, call it a day. Simple for me, easy on you guys, just simple all around. Let's jump on in. Okay, so the A-arm is out along with the old spring. That has to be easily like 35 pounds right there. And this is my A-arm. I would say this is easily like, I don't know, like feels like a couple pounds. I would say maybe like 5 pounds. And so I just took off 30 pounds just by removing the arm and the spring, and I'm going to add this onto the car. This is great. So I'm gonna get back to it, and I'll show you guys the result of the arm, the new arm, and also I'm doing the conversion kit for the coilover. All right guys, so the arm and the knuckle are back together again. The new cotter pin that they gave us in the kit, the new nut. I didn't even have to go get anything pressed in. I just torque it down, you know, just screw it down with the gun, and then torque down the rest, and then put in my pin, and voila, it is back into its proper place. I need to connect the coilover swap first, or conversion kit, and then I do the anti-roll bar connector. So stay tuned to that. It's time for a snack break. Got some pizza here. I just did the conversion for the coilovers for the front. Looks real nice. Everything, got my anti-seize on there. Put my dust cap on. Most people leave the dust cap off. I just wanted to see if, you know, if it would go back on fine, and it did. So I'm gonna keep that on there, mainly because I don't want to lose life out of this shock, you know. Because when you take off that dust cover, a lot of other stuff can get in there and it can mess up that the seal down in there. So to get rid of that issue, that problem that could arise, I put the dust cap back on. It fits perfectly. And then I already put my bearings in at the top of the cap here. It's supposed to be a flat washer, then the bearing, then another flat washer, and then you cover it up at the top with this, and it moves all nice and smooth. It's already greased. And then now I need to get the camber caster plate from Viking. And cool thing about it is you don't need to do any modifications with the holes. You don't need to drill a fourth hole. You just use these same 3 holes. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit as well. But you use these same 3 holes, and you just sandwich the kit together. So you have the bottom one and the top one. Sandwich it in, and then you'll see when everything's kind of like put in right here. So stay tuned to that. The passenger side is in, and that's how it looks from underneath. It's clean. Now it may look off, and that is supposed to be. They tell you in the instructions, do not tighten it down just yet, because you need to get your shock in there first. Well, now it's your coilover. You get your coilover there in there first to see, you know, where it sits and whatnot, and then you adjust it accordingly. Coming together. All right guys, so I was working against the sun on this one, but everything's complete though. brakes are changed. I just need to put it back on. I put the rotor and then the caliper back on. Everything else is in. Everything basically torqued down. I need to take it over to our alignment factory. It's down here in South Florida. If you guys ever need anybody to align your car for a good price, and it's either a specialty type of suspension or a stock suspension, they can cover it all for a really good price. Hit them up. Alignment Factory. Check them out. I'll leave their information somewhere around here or whatnot. But anyways, yeah, so basically the suspension is done. Well, this side at least. The other side, it's the same thing. So I'm not gonna make extra video just to do the other side. I'm still up in the air about the steering, all the steering assembly on the inside of the car. So the steering wheel, steering hub and whatnot. So I'm still up in the air about it. I'm looking to it. That'll be a whole nother video. Until then, hold on, hopefully y'all can see me. There's a little bit of sun. I'm Noah Lift Jones. You have a good day. Hey, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to press that bell button for any notifications or updates for any new videos coming out. Have a great one.